on Kaisuke.
Yeah, he said that he doesn't care, right?
Yeah,
we'll
he said he doesn't care, so I'll set what I want. No Kaisuke, no Kioske. I'm going with Kaisuke.
All right, I like it. I'll follow your lead.
The fire.
Falcons, Mongols, and yeah, two teams with very different approaches, I'm sure, over the break. We heard from Techno. He said he didn't touch the game over the player break. Came in, delivered a 184 rating in his first map against 3D Max, a series the Mongols smashed through to get here to face the Falcons. Hotly anticipated head-to-head, and we go straight into this pistol round. Falcons fighting wide out middle with the mid-smoke. Techno down lower, starting strong, and the new boy on the block removed from the block.
Yeah, Falcons have to go looking elsewhere. And they think that long might be the way in. Now, Mazinho's just made his way out. Ooh, dead straight away.
How many?
Are they ready for 910, who still steals himself away down in the pit? This is the round in 910's hand. 4 players, back turned. First shot lands. Senzu's helped him out, and 910 still fighting, but it's a real struggle over on long. Still, he's bought enough time for the rest of the Mongols to move over. There's this backstab closing in on TeSeS. One man in front of him, one on the flank. And TeSeS on borrowed time. It's a pistol round picked up by the Mongols.
Decent for 910 in the pit, even though he only gets one. Adds in some chaos. His team peek off of him. If you want to micro break that down, yeah, he maybe shouldn't have aimed at the player with nades out, right? Prioritize players with guns in hands, but those are such hard positions to stay calm in. 4 players on his screen. The Mongols sweep it. Well handled by Techno on the dualies. And Falcons look to take an eco in the second. NiKo's Deeg and Kixon with the mid-smoke. Just jiggling into this B site. Bit of a tag, but needed a clean kill to open up this round, and Mongols aren't going to give it away.
Oh, Senzu tracking them through this smoke.
This is such an interesting head-to-head because of how difficult of a game this should be for the Falcons, just given the Mongols' recent form, coming off the back of a major final, breaking their stage woes, leveling up like never seen. How many strong individuals we have on this team that are proven versus the Falcons that obviously have a lot of positional changes, things they have to worry about, integrating a new player who, like all new players, says he doesn't feel the pressure. We'll see how long and whether that stands to be true. NiKo, don't do anything weird.
Oh, you could feel something building there for NiKo. But the Mongols will put him down. Yeah, I think, thinking back to that major run from the Mongols, the coolest thing for me was seeing Senzu just keep up strong performances all throughout the arena games. Someone who does have like a pretty notable drop-off usually.
Yeah, luckily none of that really applies now that we're in a group stage game.
This is where the Mongols have always done their best work.
Oh, we'll see if that changes. A team that feels like they could be a shoo-in for the playoffs, but winner of this game, looking for that spot. Just a crunch on this B-bomb site. In come the Falcons. Or blocked at the first opportunity. Aggression on the long side punishes TeSeS holding. And the whole round gets stalled out here. Smoked on both sides. Gone very wrong very quickly here for Falcons. This is all just posturing right now, making it look like they want to hit this cat side. Mongols don't seem convinced. They rotate 910 back down to spawn to stop a mid to B. NiKo is the insurance policy of this round. Falcons can come back. It does look like they want to group up eventually for this hit. Blitz in the bomb site, Mizzino tucked in. And Falcons probe that mid to B.
Yeah, NiKo's been left there. Oof, walk out through the corridor in mid. While the rest of his team try and set their sights on this A play, but the nades have already been very punishing. That's going to make life a lot easier for Blitz, or at least it was meant to. Kicksam finds him, NiKo on this lurk in the downtime. They get past the A hold. They lose NiKo down in the spawn though, and so that advantage still with the Mongols here, even as they're on for the retake. The one way in could be Techno on this far forward leap up through the spawn. m0NESY has a chance at this 1v1. The other two are a little further away. m0NESY tries to conceal himself. That's the info. That's what he was waiting for, but on the fade of the smoke, the Mongols pick it up. Keeping this game clean right now to open up.
Yeah, really nice spacing on that 2v1, just standing side by side, and as the smoke fades, m0NESY's trying to isolate a quick duel. He doesn't know they're both there, and then, yeah, just instant trade, even if he were to find that kill. I don't know how Techno cleared out NiKo and spawned. The smoke break gave away his position. Maybe it was minimap info. What a clear if not. That felt like that was the insurance policy, as I said, to pick up the round for Falcons. Would have had that long cross for m0NESY, not to be. So Mongols' decisive lead here so far. That round was, you know, clean from the get-go in terms of blocking both bomb sites at the right time. Blitz with a huge impact HE grenade, the rendered Kaisuke low. The whole round, Falcons were fighting from behind. But a bomb plant won't open up a buy. They go for one more half. A bit of freedom in a round like this. Perhaps to punish on this B bomb site. More strong utility here for the Mongols.
No, the util's been fantastic. I feel like Falcons are starting off these rounds every time with players down at very, very low health before they even see the opposition.
Oh, great position taken here for Techno. Ammo might be the only problem.
And they're very ready for this B hit. There's a third player nearby to help out. Techno! Ooh, that is a beautiful little sequence from him. Up close at the tunnels, through the smoke. He destroys the B hit. Techno lays waste to Team Falcons on that B push.
Really strong start to the game for Techno. High impact rounds here. The pistol and then shutting down the eco bash on the B bomb site. Just a fadeaway shot as they run through the smoke. So stands in an unprefireable position as well. He's not in the corner. Oh, quick long bash. Falcons out. Kaisuke full blind and they find him. Everyone re-peeking. Orb here as well. That deep smoke, not on the corner, thrown by the Mongols, allows them to cross pit. Senzu's in lower with an orb, but we know the Senzu second orb can give and it can take. Kicksam finds it. B's opened up. Oh. Oh.
Backstab in for Blitz. Removes one. Kicksam, is he ready for this fight in front of him? Even though the molly gave it away, Techno just that much faster.
I think one thing that's interesting as well is just seeing how Kaisuke adapts to tier 1 play, right? Because sure, there's no doubt about his mechanics and his ability and arguably even his mindset, at least if you go off of what he's saying and how he looked in that first game. Mostly really, really strong. But I think the difference maker is going to be you're playing tier 1 now. You're going to get punished a lot more. These flash peaks are perfect. The utility is really strong. You're not going to have, you know, the looseness of being able to get easy multi-kills like it's a lower tier game or a pug. You're going to get punished every single round. And so staying in the game when you have a slow start, that can be difficult. He's 0-5 right now. It's not the end of the world if you look at how these rounds have gone. But he has to stay focused.
Yeah, you know, I mean, one of the things we kind of learned from a few of these new additions is the sort of prep specifics for your opponent is a newer thing to these guys moving up,
He even
right?
said he's never done that before.
Yeah, it's case kind of as you're early in your career, it's a lot more about building up your own team, your own identity, your own strats. Whereas when you reach the very top level, you not only have to take all that into account, but how then your opponent is likely to play and what they're going to try and do to counter you.
And on the flip side, the Mongols, I think, are the last team doing prep like that. Like many teams, they are the best example of playing your own game. Very confident CS. We rarely say they lose on a tactical level. It's just these individuals going cold at really bad times. And so it's very confidence-based. It really is playing your own game to the extreme.
That was always kind of the appeal of the Mongols, even when they very first appeared on your screens, even in other iterations of this squad. It was always the idea that, like, tactically, they had a sound approach to the game.
So our Falcons prepared for what they're meeting right now on a map that historically was underplayed by the Mongols, on a map that maybe wasn't as strong. They look really, really good to begin this game. 5-0. Falcons faking the cat exec. They've got the bomb outside long. Kisuke into the AWP, calling for a bit of help. Casino holds down catwalk. There's the bomb loose. Falcons got to commit. They have no choice. 20 seconds. Gotta move on.
Looking to just be another cleanup here. m0NESY, 3 players right in front of him, and they all swing together.
It's a
This is starting to feel really brutal. I mean, Falcons aren't getting close. The game started with that kind of wild pistol round. You had NiKo with some promise, right? Hit those 2 crazy shots on the P250. Hasn't managed to get much going since then. Kaisuke still yet to frag in this Dust2 game. 0-6 on Counter-Strike's most anticipated player.
That's something. Honestly, perhaps realizing he's hit something there. Senzu low on this B-bomb site. Would love the second AWP now. He's going to hang around middle. Oh, good fake for Falcons. They smoke mid, but they've already walked through. And look at them. They had completely caught off guard. Knives are out. That expectation completely rumbled by the Falcons. 5-on-3 just delivered out middle.
This is going to feel great for Falcons. Finally, something goes their way, but they still have to get past the Mongols. They have to convert on these openings, and they do deal with Techno. With NiKo deep down here in middle, should prove to be a safe pair of hands to deny this retake. And 910's not moving a muscle. So finally, 7 rounds on from the start of this game, Falcons get on the board, and it's on the back of a mid-play through their own smoke.
It's a very confident move to make it 0-6 down. It's something Falcons feel like they have to pull out at this point because Mongols have had their number every single time. And it is the call that wins the round, not even the individuals.
It's also just a good recognition of like where the game's at. The Mongols up until now have been dominating so much, they're kind of not anticipating you to have the goal to push your own smoke in mid. They're thinking that they have you a little bit scared. These rounds have been quite slow. They petered out, you know, in the final like 25, 30 seconds. That one faster. And with the mid-smoke coming in when it did, it felt like it was another slow round to the Mongols. That's how they understood the picture.
Fair enough.
Nice for the Falcons, but we have to see if they can chain together some rounds on the back of this, right? They've broken a 6-round streak of the Mongols. All well and good to finally come through with that round break. But now you need your own success. It can't just be a one and done.
I really like that move for Falcons, but as you say, got to break the Mongols' money here and now. This is your opportunity. Seize it. Double AWP pulled out for the Mongols. m0NESY back for another mid-cross. Smoke comes down. He won't get a chance. Only one player makes it over. 4 long to start this round for Mongols, but after they take control, they start to rotate. Punished once in mid. Blitz doesn't want to let it happen again. Falcons look to battle on Cat. Nice escape there. As the molly comes down, the AWP line was gone, so they had to dodge. Senzu committing.
Very deep line, and NiKo thrust into that fight. Keisuke trying to open up the A play. You've waited a long time for him to get the ball rolling on this. Here's the push out. Tease up the rest of the Falcons to move in. Kicksand Craters. You hope that they've not handed Blitz a chance here. Oh my god, a follow-up on a Keisuke! Blitz trying to make Falcons live to regret that chase down into the spawn. 2 to find still in front of him, and TeSeS brings the fight immediately. Oh, nearly gave that one away, did the Falcons.
Yeah, he had a chance to 1v1 as well on the site. I'm surprised he's spamming the smoke so much instead of jumping up and looking for that kill, but quick rotate to set up the flash, shuts down the round. Nice try for Blitz. Even better for Keisuke, who gets this one-tap entry and goes on the double kill to open up the round. Falcons, they do break that money. That's what we were waiting for. Deagle on this B site about to get punished here. Boxed in a corner. Nades soon to fly in. Techno does get a kill with a USP, but Eco Bash here.
God, he's dinked another.
It should be fine. They don't need to hurry. You see 3, expect 5. And they will.
TeSeS' job right now. He's just hanging around outside the long doors.
Don't want your ecos?
Nope.
Liar. Everybody wants their ecos.
Everyone else to go fight Techno, who's just dinking everyone with the USP. Oh my god! See, TeSeS has it blessed.
Stop.
NiKo's been fed to the USPs as well.
Can he yoink?
Come on. Come on, arms. Grow a little, would ya?
Nades blew it away. Oh god.
Low health on Keisuke hanging around. He really wants the ecos.
Yeah, now you save. Sorry, but you save.
And where's TeSeS ended up in all this?
Mid-doors.
Yeah.
Fun round.
Dude, he had it easy. Everyone else is stressed a little after that. TeSeS is like, I literally don't know why everyone's so pressed right now.
A's clear.
They didn't push long. A's clear. It's fine. They were all B. We knew they would be, guys. You went and fought them. Oh, God. TeSeS, come on. Been bigging you up this whole time. Yeah, just get away. Get away from 9-10. And so well contained there. Could have got weird with all the dinks and damage done on the back of the vanilla pistols. The Falcons will keep this streak going. That's now 3 in a row.
Nine-10 fields another AWP at least. Mongols don't want to let Falcons edge out 6-6 on the half, given how this game began. It was a very dominant start. Keisuke had the long spawn, takes the AWP for a pick. I get something here. He just shoots through that nade smoke, finds a kill. What a read. I really don't think he saw Mazzino. Now he looks for a little bit more. No way he goes through that smoke. It's very deep, though. It's missed completely. Flash!
Oh, that's so brutal. There's the setup. Kicksam with the util. Keisuke with the double entry out long doors.
He was 0-6?
0-6.
He's back.
And now topping the board for the Falcons. Eight and 1 since that slow start.
3 ecos, but, you know, someone's got to get him. Or put the car. He almost runs into it. Surely a molly for this position. No, just a flash. Monacy traps him in, and 9-10 saw that was an AWP. He needs to try and escape from this one. Bounding out behind the smoke. Falcons won't overcommit. They still have the advantage here. Do they want to risk it against the 9-10 AWP? Doesn't look like it. Departing the position. Back to B. Techno, 11 and 5. He's held strong. Got to be his best round yet.
Yeah, gonna need a multi-kill at a Techno if the Mongols even want to give this a try.
What was that?
Flash has at least given an early warning to Techno about this B hit. There's one. And a 3-on-3 now. The fact that he's not traded.
Yikes smoke.
Techno could even justify just waiting for his team, but this smoke in the gap around it proves pretty tantalizing. And his team are going to come up and play close to this missed smoke in at the doors. On for the retake now. There's still a Molotov on 9-10 too. That could flush out NiKo. Looks like it's going to go in over towards tunnels instead. And so NiKo gets to keep playing at the car. This is now a very strong crossfire. m0NESY in support from the tunnels. And his AWP sings 4 in a row for the Falcons as they try and match the Mongols' 6th straight start.
Yeah, understandable that Techno plays safe there. It is like the smart thing to do on paper, but I do wonder what would have happened if he came through that smoke. He tried to fight for one more. A 2v2, if he gets 1 for 1, a 2v2 is way more winnable there for Mongols than a 3v3. Of course, there's risk.
I also think it's kind of brutal. They flubbed the one Molotov they had that could have made a world of difference. m0NESY was able to just peek out tunnels regardless because it missed.
Didn't flush NiKo.
That went anywhere else, right? It felt like it would have found impact. Any of the other kind of mollyable positions, or if they just landed it in the tunnels. m0NESY went on to close the round with 2 on the AWP in the position they tried to molly.
Some little details catching Mongols out here, and now the comeback is on. From 6-0 down, Falcons look to level out the scoreline at the half. Definitely within reach. Mongols going to force 2 more buys here in this round. Careful, but they make it. m0NESY allows that, waits for the AWP peak. 9-10 will not give it to him. Just holding down the B site instead. Lax on the A hold here for the Mongols.
Kazuga also looked a little shocked when Zonic was celebrating at the end of the round there. We talk about all the things that are new to him, having the kind of the father of the Astralis era screaming at you every time you win a round is definitely a new thing too.
Just a GOAT coach shouting at you. You know, at least it's positive. Definitely intense. Does feel like a B play here for the Falcons. Playing into the Mongols' hands somewhat with this AWP and 3-man setup. Senzu's being baited for as well by Techno. Will the nameplate matter if they kill Techno in mid? Will they realize what's up? 9-10's about to reveal everything on this AWP. You would expect a lurk smoke at the front of tunnels here for the Falcons, but only Kyosuke has one. So they just go in contact with a couple of flashbangs. 9-10 hits his shot.
Oh, that's a collateral as well. 9-10 has brought 3 players down low and made it very easy for the rest of the Mongols coming in, cleaning up. Just m0NESY remains. That shot sails past him. The one guy who wasn't tagged, convincing double to open, but 1 to the dome out of Senzu, fearless. m0NESY 2 kills deep on his way to a clutch. Senzu still fights him. And so Falcons won't be able to match that 6-round streak. The Mongols put a stop to it after 4. Now, at bare minimum, they've won out the half on the CT side.
I don't think Falcons expected a buy just based on the util they're throwing, the way they're hitting that B-bomb site, right? There's no lurk smoke for an anti-AWP. They're throwing the cool molly that lands on the top box. You'd expect a pistol, maybe an MP9 up there. I don't think they realize how much money Mongols actually had. Caught off by a heavy investment in that round. Because even if it's just a B stack with pistols, Falcons should still feel confident in that one. They meet their maker. Mongols recover a round. Double AWP whenever they get the chance. Missed shot for 9-10. Senzu's got his at B. Kyosuke's found some entries from this position before. Looks for them again. Mizuno is very low.
Thank God. No one from Falcons was nearby to punish him mid.
Trade.
Kaisuke with the trade. Still, Mazinho able to stop that spillover from shore. Out long, TeSeS quelled. Nothing found here for the Falcons outside of that one trade kill from Kaisuke. m0NESY and NiKo.
Oh, so cocky.
They'll fall at the hands of these pushes, and the Mongols tee off this series with a convincing start, 8-4 on the Falcons map pick of Dust2.
They look like they can go on forever. And it's only the first map.
My brain feels like scrambled eggs after that marathon. Seriously, how do you recover from this?
I don't know, man. Looks like a long run. We need a quick reset.
Hey, cheer up, boys. It's only a best of 5. Refuel yourself.
Oh, that was so saucy.
So creamy.
You were talking about the clutch, right?
Yeah. You?
Yeah, I guess.
A month after a major final, the Mongols look to keep up their fighting form. 8-4 at the end of the first half here on Dust2. It's Falcons map pick for playoffs, may I add. And the Mongols so far controlling the game. We had a couple of comeback rounds for the Falcons there in that first half. But ultimately, the headline will read, the Mongols are back.
Yeah, they put up a fantastic showing. And even though we might be here to try and get the eye test on Kaisuke, you can't forget about the Mongols. They've sent a poignant reminder of that here in this first half. And if they find success in this pistol round, they will be moving towards the win on the Falcons map pick.
It's very exciting, Vito. With Mirage up next as well. A map the Falcons looked good on yesterday. The Mongols are no strangers to, safe to say. Double cat setup, NiKo and m0NESY. with even TeSeS supplementing. If Mongols come around this corner, they've got to be careful. There's no flash for this, and it's NiKo to force it. Don't know about Senzu, but Monacy clears his corners to his demise. NiKo trades out long. Look at the bomb. Reset T-spawn. They want to fake this out completely. They want to trust their captain to clutch. This will get a bomb plant.
Yeah, the Mongols will have that. How much can these two do?
Oh my.
9-10. Oh my god! Whoa, there's the backstab! And so here it is, the 1v1. Kaisuke, most anticipated player versus Blitz, the battle-hardened captain of the Mongols. 9-10, 3 kills deep in this pistol round, did everything to try and put Blitz in a winnable position. And so it's Brawn meets Brains. Blitz backs off into the tunnels. Trying to play the long game around this defuse. Kaisuke needs to be gifted a fight, needs to be given a kill. Tap on the bomb. He's going to have one chance to make this count. And a missed shot from Kaisuke. It's a pistol round for the Mongols in a game. They hold all the cards in now.
Yeah, welcome to the big leagues, buddy. Blitz pulls an absolute crazy rotation, and he makes that read immediately when the cap push comes in, knowing that Mongols can sell the fake. I don't think he expected his team to get away with that much. I thought that'd be a 1v2, 1v3 for Blitz. Fantastic P250 shots for 9-10. And Blitz will finish the job. Really sick round for the Mongols.
Oh, all right, there's the revenge. Oh my god, it's a lot of damage on the spray. Well handled from Senzu. In the final bullet, he'll put a third up on the board. Good job taking that extra second just to collect himself. Every shot really counting there on the long push.
My god, don't you just see the things that Kaisuke does add to this team, right? Just the fact that he can get away with 2 1-deeks on long. You know, the firepower is definitely a factor here for the Falcons. When you consider you have strong pistol players already. TeSeS pulling off that 4KD yesterday. No introduction for NiKo needed. There's definitely intrigue in this team, but right now, Mongols are just one-upping everything the Falcons bring to the table. Senzu late, but he's got the cover on the flank. So this should just be a round locked in for the Mongols with a bomb plant on B.
Senzu's on for the ace. Kill number 4 might have been kind of ugly, and he won't even get to try kill number 5 because 9-10's got it.
This is it. This is the game right now. Falcons need that next rifle round. They have 1 eco here. And the Mongols could make quick work of this new Falcons project on their map pick. If anything, all this just fills me with is joy that the Mongols have come into a new season starting as strong as they ended the last.
I mean, you want to feel like you're still powering up, right, if you're the Mongols. This is a team that have been on the cusp of greatness for what feels like a very long time now. And finally showing some promise of delivering in these stage games. You want them to keep hitting hard in the group stage matches.
Yeah, even though you look at their playoff bracket run, it wasn't necessarily the hardest. It was one of the easier ones. But I think just mentally... Oh my god, wait, what? No, chill. I know
already on this Deagle, and the Mongols write it off.
Okay,
Techno's got space in B, but Kaisuke has armed the rest of the Falcons. 2 from his Deagle. Guns dropped over at long.
Slows him down a lot, though. Still, the bomb's got to cover a lot of ground, and there's grenades for the post plant here for the Mongols. This is still not an easy round. It just requires the Mongols to not make any big mistakes.
Ooh, Techno is very, very deep, trying to hold off rotates.
Yeah. And they're still scared of lower. Look how tenuous Blitz is.
There's just been big gaps all across the map, right? And you don't have perfect info here on the Falcons. You can expect an A-lean. You don't know how quickly they abandon that. You don't know if they went for the guns at long.
Oh, Techno announces it as well.
And they're going to drop this smoke. Yeah, now they know he's deep. They know they have a kill potentially right here. And so NiKo collects it.
Winnable.
Blitz left alone in this clutch. 4 players left to beat. None of them armored, but all of them armed. Ready to come on through now that these smokes have faded. Blitz, this is not an easy round. 2 in at the doorway. Blitz lines them up. Even more where that came from. Blitz isn't stopping. 1v4. All the eyeballs, all the attention on Kaisuke. Well, it should be on Blitz, but that clutch right there. A thing of beauty. The Mongols ripping Dust2 out the hands of the Falcons.
Oh, what can you say about that? Just a perfect play for Blitz again on the late rotation. And Techno's kicking himself for almost throwing away the opportunity. But Blitz uplifts his entire team in that round there. 4 kills from the car, the most predictable position in this spot.
Who's that in the background?
The cool echoes in the nightmare of the Falcons.
That gets you pumped up, doesn't it?
That feels like GG. And yeah, 1 tap down the middle. Senzu. Just a year's more experience than Kaisuke, but it goes a long way, doesn't it? My God. You would have just felt 4 AKs or 4 rifles. They could have just one-tapped that car play. I'm shocked Blitz makes it that easy. Window swing is a little late, I gotta say, on that 4v1. He gets 2 kills, crouches, uncrouches, gets a 3rd kill. Trade feels way too late. Oh, maybe a spot there. Senzu motor mouthing. I think they've got a realization that a player's crossed on the balcony. And now you know it's certain. Orb trained in as Senzu goes to hard clear this position. Peace. And that is it. Ladies and gents, that's probably the game. Broken by Senzu.
Dude, what's so wild here is just how comfortable this has felt. You know, outside of those like 2 clutches from Blitz, 1 in the pistol, 1 in that 1v4 we just saw, there hasn't been a lot of stress put on the Mongols in this game. This has been a very, very comfortable lead that they've held. They went 6-0 to start. They stopped a 4-round streak from the Mongols and from the Falcons. And outside of that, nothing has been found here for this Falcons squad on their map pick of Dust2. This is a super one-sided win.
And you can't say there was an opportunity for Falcons to, you know, win some important rounds and certainly get back in this game. Felt like they were on for that 6-round streak as well on the first half. But just a flash in the pan here on Dust as the Mongols kick dust in their face. Are those tears or eye drops? Mirage up next as well, the very map that the Mongols destroyed Vitality on in that grand final of the major. 13-5 on the stage.
And just to go back to the Kaisuke conversation, one of the reasons I think he is so anticipated is, for some folks, you know, you kind of caught the donk bus a little bit late, and then this new young prospect comes along, Kaisuke, looking fantastic, having everyone singing his praises. Everyone gets in on it, but as a result, there are these comparisons to Donk. Obviously, Donk's debut in Katowice went on to win that tournament, didn't drop a series at his first event with that Spirit squad. I mean, I think they played in that.
Oh yeah,
before, but you get what I mean.
First
their
tier
first
one
huge
land.
event.
First huge event, yeah.
And Kaisuke in danger now in this series.
I mean, he's not been the problem. Not just going off of the numbers, he's made the seemingly impossible rounds look possible, but no one's really held a candle to him. No one's really come up clutch here for the Falcons. NiKo tries, but is it too late as the B site overwhelmed here by the Horde? Bomb coming in as well. Smokes it down. They just throw themselves through the doors, trying to stop this with bodies. And that is the problem. Mongols have more coming through. Kixon even nades himself? How does that happen? It may not matter. They've got the swing together, and Falcons live to fight one more round.
About time, right? That's what Falcons are probably feeling. About time we get back on the board and stop one of these clutches. They play it early. They don't give Mizinho the room. Not looking to repeat the mistake of that last B retake. They run him down on the bomb plant.
It's a good nade.
I mean, Kicksan, bro, if they were Car, then they would have done great damage.
He got two. He got his, Harry. Okay, just a delay in the programming here as Mongols have another full buy to try and end this.
Ooh. Tries his hand at the flick, does Monacy. There you go, a little nade stockpile.
Yeah. Just keep them coming. Why stop? Second one hits.
It's an awkward death in the downtime. Techno, through the smoke at this B site, just spammed Kicksan out of play. His woes continue. So the captain of Falcons gone. And an advantage here for the Mongols. This is all just posturing as well from the Mongols on this T-sub, right? They get the kill over towards B. They made a bit of noise down here in middle. They were 3 strong at those long doors. They didn't like what they saw, and so they've changed their mind. That's because TeSeS only just reblocked them over at long with 30 seconds left. That's forced a very late change of plan out of the Mongols. And so they're going to try and swap this into a mid to B with only 15 seconds left.
Still Senzu lucky on Cat. They just need these entries or none of this matters. Full blind. Kiyasuke lines him up, knocks him down. Double kill while running and gunning, and Senzu is too far away from the play to make any difference. Falcons will do it. On to 6, back-to-back rounds. Barely hanging on in this game. But Kiyasuke and NiKo keep him in it again. Full blind spraying. And Senzu goes, sorry, 910. I have Kevlar, you know, I saved it. There's nothing I can do here. So 910 walks out middle. Right now, only Monacy watching this from the ramp side. Could jump a pistol over the angle, maybe have the AWP peek it. Rifle trades places. NiKo on that rotation. Got to be very careful.
Yeah, has to be really careful. This AWP could find him right now. NiKo is just moved out of the... Oh, right back into the danger zone, actually. Thankfully, Senzu on this AWP hasn't gone looking that way yet.
Oh, he's been abandoned.
And now Senzu alone in mid. Kiyasuke might just peek him on a close line, and the AWP might not be the gun for the job here. Gonna pluck NiKo from the ranks. Oh, ready for the reswing, but leaves it to chance.
Just run.
And now they're gonna try get out B. Kicksan, this should be an easy round for him. The Glocks run up, and he's just able to pepper them from afar. Bit of help from Kiyasuke as well.
I mean, Josh called his position on the desk. He said he's probably going to be that, you know, B rotation player. Fighting mid, picking the fights he wants, playing off of NiKo's utility in that round. So a few swaps in position with CT, Kixon going from the position Kiyasuke's in, playing B anchor, which was Mage's position before. So he seems to be getting accommodated. He seems to be getting given spots he wants to play in. It's what the conversation has been from Zonic and from Falcons, right? Helping this young player feel comfortable. I'm not entertaining this yet, but a couple of gun rounds could be all it takes here. 12-7. Mongols with no AWP. And double AWP for Falcons. Hey, whatever it takes to stop NiKo AWPing, I'm all for. Nice.
Him Kaisuke, him AWP, m0NESY as well in the feed, and so that's both AWPs firing off and finding success. The Mongols instantly in a horrible position in this round.
Round over. You know, you've got to try it, I think, because it's so early.
Also, I mean, the Mongols have been lethal in these clutch situations.
Sure.
Won all of them so far.
It almost forces you into B where you can win the round with the entries, right? If you get 2 kills, maybe for the cost of 1, what are you in? You're in a 2-on-3. That's winnable on this B bomb site, but Kiyosuke is here. Should be a simple shot. The lurk smoke makes things more complicated. Kixon alongside him. Molly comes in. They're charging through.
Easily done on the first. Kaisuke showing off his proficiency on the big green. Gonna round it out with a third.
He's looked bloody good.
Stealing m0NESY's thunder there. His AWP sings.
m0NESY 10-14, Kiyosuke 22-14. Think of all those Deagle 2Ks on lost rounds. None of these felt like they mattered, but now as Falcons start to come back into this matchup, Kiyosuke's scoreline looks all the more impressive. Can he continue to close out rounds here for the Falcons? 4 separate them from overtime.
I mean, this match right now is serving as a big reminder of what Kaisuke was brought here to do, why he's been given this much freedom and responsibility as a new player moving into this squad alongside one of the best duos in Counter-Strike, NiKo and m0NESY. He's in this squad to put up big performances, put up big numbers, and be the turning point. 22-14. He's certainly living up to that. 4 rounds in this game now, and money broken for the Mongols.
Mongols are very proficient in these kind of rounds. These quick pops, right? Pistols, low pressure, mid to B split. And again, it's not like Falcons have read this necessarily. There are only 2 players on this side of the map. We're again going to look to this new addition to have to hold strong alongside Kixon. They're burning util in this B bomb site. But Mongols knew this. They were ready for it. They throw in the second volley out middle as now Falcons have to win a 2v5.
Still feels like they're trying this mid to be because of the presence of that second AWP, and Kaisuke traded it out. Him and Kixan on the rifles cleanly deal with that B play.
That has to feel so good for Kixon, knowing you can call that move to crunch the mid players and your teammate comes out with you, drops 3 kills, goes back to the B bomb site. They don't even let Mongols get comfortable. They don't even cross in. This comeback is on. An eco round with an idea behind it just gets destroyed. Mongols can feel it now. No longer 12-4.
Because they don't have to worry about planning for the future, do the Falcons? They're not afraid of spending this money. Kaisuke dons the double AWP again. Swapped off of it in the last round, knowing that it was going to be pistols. Played the rifle, got 3 with it. Back-to-back triple kills for Kaisuke on different guns. They'll take that AWP back again, firing off. It's also a bit awkward for the Mongols, right? With this like hot swap on and off the AWP, they don't know whose AWP just fired.
Sure.
Was that m0NESY or was that Kaisuke? No one really knows.
How to find out.
It's not till his name is in the kill feed that you'll have any idea who's donning this AWP.
I mean, he could have had that kill, but his teammate kind of blocks his angle there. Didn't want to shoot through him on a jiggle. Still, Falcons get out. They have a smoke molly left on this B bomb site. Mongols try and force the reaction by throwing the smokes again, but they might just have to go with it. They've got nothing left.
Oh, and there's Kaisuke dead straight away. Kixan also falls. This time, the B site hold does nothing. Up until now, the Falcons have been able to rely on Keisuke as the turning point. Here, it's got to be m0NESY and NiKo with TeSeS brought down low, trying to get out through mid. And the Mongols eased into a 5-on-3 post plant. A lot of time off this bomb.
Impossible. 5 on the bomb site. No tunnels flank. It's done.
There's one from m0NESY. Ilya trying to make the impossible probable, but he can't find anything. NiKo finished off, and the Mongols, after breaking a bit of a sweat there, finally get past their kryptonite with Keisuke and Kixan out of the round. The victory is teed up for the Mongols. They're now 1 map away from those playoffs. Falcons will have their work cut out for them if they want to lock in a playoff appearance today.
Yeah, Keisuke 1v9, it felt like on that previous map at times. A 1.61 rating is not a bad showing on Dust2, but now he's got to do it on Mirage, and this is where we know Mongols do some of their best work. Beating Vitality is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to this team on Mirage. Very comfortable as we enter the T side for the Mongols. A team that look for playoffs, and what an exciting time to see them in the playoffs of an event like Cologne, where we know they can finally do it, Harry, where they've taken that burden off their back, despite the quality of teams maybe they played until that grand final. Mentally, this is a different squad now. They come in confident. Senzu takes that opening kill in the window, and Mongols have an open map. Short or con is available. They could pull back easily here, but Messino's in Palace. Kixan stopped 9-10. Does that change their mind?
Oh, TeSeS here's this fullback. That's the bomb!
Dear.
And he will get it.
Dear, oh dear.
Bomb dropped and away from the Mongols. Now the alarm bells start going off. This is a recovery mission.
Honestly, he needs to come and help. He's started to push in through now. Kixan stops Techno. They're trying to trap TeSeS, but he's got support coming soon. TeSeS holding strong in the B apartments to make it 3, and the pistol locked in for the Falcons. Bit of a silly mistake for Blitz, running back up, not realizing the Falcons have pushed in deep. Especially with the amount of room they were getting on the B bomb side. They saw no one when Senzu was wide swinging from short. Blitz finds out the hard way. It will cost Mongols the pistol.
Keisuke stole the high five that was bound for TeSeS' 3K.
Min-maxing.
Come on, Zonic Dog. Let me get some of that. Dap me up.
Senzu 1D window, what do we think? Yep, there it is.
Ooh. Switched on as he makes his way out into top mid. He wasn't ready for the presence of a third player swinging through the connector. So this is looking... have a nice close for the Falcons. 4 alive. m0NESY the only casualty in the round at the hands of that Deeg.
m0NESY struggled last map. Didn't really get any like long pops or anything when he had that CTA WP in the second half. Wasn't really part of the comeback, it felt like. But started just as slow as he finished, really. Hoping we get a better game out of m0NESY. Falcons need him now.
Yeah, I felt like Keisuke in the few rounds he had the AWP actually got more done.
Well, definitely. They also hit his
m0NESY
bomb sites, so...
Dead again first, out in mid.
Such a quick swing for the Mongols. Before the smoke even blooms in window, they are wide out middle, catching Falcons, and they know Keisuke dropped under.
Yeah, you want the Don comparison. Let's see how Keisuke does it reeling in this mid control. Gonna try and get out when the smoke's down. He's very, very low. But still in the picture for now. Keisuke goes back in. Manages to survive a second crossing. NiKo not so fortunate, and Kickstand dead over in Palace. This is quickly shaping up to be a Mongols round.
I mean, NiKo took his teammate's bullet there. Get down, Mr. Maxim. Winning this should be impossible, and yeah, leaning into the save immediately for the Falcons is the right move as Mongols set their sights on A. Nice kill for Mizinho as well. When Kixon gets Molly behind him, he knows he's in a cage. Not allowed to escape. And maybe that's a goal here for Senzu to find these last couple of kills on the way out. Simply done. Nice wallbang. This guy's invincible right now, but there is a timer on his life. They're still coming in. Mongols dedicating every player to hunt. No one even on A. They should find him, right?
There's really nowhere else he can be. Molly in, make sure he's not close on the left, and that really only leaves one spot in the apartments. The Mongols chase him down and don't allow that save to come through.
3 low players, but all survive. Mongols get on the game early. Just a ballsy mid-swing. Falcons not expecting that, that's for sure. Monacy picked out a window back-to-back rounds. Falcons get on the timeouts early this time. A lot of mid spawns here.
I mean, this is a cobbled together investment, but it will feature the Monacy AWP. Marked already about his slow start on Dust2. Has his weapon of choice here on Mirage. The best weapon in the round and one of 3 guns purchased up. You want Monacy. Put that AWP to use. Starts off over towards triple, and the Mongols, they themselves take a pretty patient, slow round here. They're looking for mid-control to open up.
You'd also like to find out what they have, what weaponry's in play, bleed out that limited utility. They don't know about the AWP. It's the big surprise. NiKo with a rifle as well. Winnable if Mongols storm into this A-bomb site.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the kind of ideal setting here for Monacy is he doesn't have to fire this AWP till there's like 30 seconds left right as the Mongols are executing into him. That would be the ideal. Because for now, he still has this element of surprise. The Mongols are coming back, and there's the first kill from this AWP. 45 seconds left. The Mongols are committed to this A play.
There's a lot of players here. Kixon up in Palace. 1D goes really, really far as he spams it. Monacy falls off. They could wallbang him out right now. He tries to escape, catches them with nades. Mongols moving in. Kixon back under balcony. Quick reposition, hot on their heels as he finds Techno. Can't do one more, but his job is done. This Deagle's in the bomb site. Kaiosuke with a round in the palm of his hand, and he crunches it. 2 headshots, clinical as Falcons find their force.
2 players back turn, trigger discipline needed. Great stuff from Kaiosuke. Looks very calm in that moment. And delivers on an unexpected round win here for the Falcons. The Monacy AWP able to open, helped out massively by that Palace push from Kixan. It only strengthened Kaiosuke's position as well. So the Falcons will keep the lead. That's a head-in-the-hand moment for the Mongols, because that was their chance to break Falcons' money, take full control over this map.
And by the time they realize they're going into that AWP, they're already pretty much committed on Ramp and Palace at 40 seconds. They had no choice but to brave the stack. Honestly, it looks like he caught a whiff of a player crossing. So mid-control is conceded by Falcons. Jumping on B is TeSeS. But Mongols are in no hurry to go. They burn his smoke. Just a smoke flash left on this CT defense. So the Mongols do look interested in going for a B execute. Gonna have Senzu supporting up short. Late utility into the window. NiKo tries to get the info. He catches him with nades out. Still big info. Will Falcons piece this one together? It looks like it. NiKo's begun to rotate B.
Here's the pop for the Mongols. Kaisuke opens up. NiKo makes it around as a third piece over towards this B site. And so as TeSeS takes the attention away, you're hoping that's where NiKo could have picked up the slack. Instead, Blitz will find him on a reload. And the Falcons have to retake this a man down. The Monosiorp removed back in the market, and Kixan arriving too late up through the catwalk decides not to play.
Hey, they had the stack, they had the info, they had the first kill, and still the Mongols break through. Very impressive shots right when they need to land for Blitz, stopping that AWP from allowing Kixan entry. And the Mongols even saved that AWP as well, so it's not going to get much better than that. 4v5 in the site, all theirs.
Yeah, it's a round you really don't feel very happy about giving away if you're Falcons. You had the right read, 3 strong. You actually win the first 2 fights as well, right? Kaisuke gets his. TeSeS much the same. But awkward from NiKo, who fully mag dumped into the apartments.
Ooh.
Even wilder when you think it was Senzu to find TeSeS at the bench. That was the one that got away from NiKo in mid.
And now just the hero gun saved, so... Hey, Mongols, they were meant to break it in the last round. Instead, they've done it here. Good time to stack this A site, as is often the case. Messino's aware of it. He's not going to push any deeper. They'll come to him. They're still going. The Mongols are out of there. That B split looking enticing right now. Only a USP in the bomb site. Kaisuke rotating in with a deagle, but while he's hit some shots, this should be a little bit too far gone.
Oh, well, not a bad way for it to open. Kaisuke deagle connecting onto the head of the Mongols captain. But no one else able to replicate it. The rest of this hold gets chewed through. Here's this very in-demand backstab. The Falcons have been waiting for this for a long time. That push starting all the way through the palace. And Senzu can deal with it cleanly. Wasn't even aware that Kixan crept in up close.
4 kills from Senzu. He's really having a game right now. Very strong opening map on Dust2, top performer for his team. Finding high impact to begin this game. 4 playoffs. Quarters or semis, that's up to you later. Right now, Mongols are just trying to lock that spot in and 10 rounds away from it. And this is a very weak buy for the Falcons coming in. Mongols are going to pounce.
Senzu continues his hot streak, will get spammed out, but they return to sender. That's Blitz. Teeing up another round for the Mongols.
Excellent change of pace for the Mongols after doing all these slow rounds, these mid-takes, these B-splits. Falcons feel like this AAA they've been running round after round is wasted. Well, no one's here this time, and Mongols just jump the gun in. Got to retake now, got to do it without a kit.
1 kill from TeSeS holds the promise of sending the Falcons back in for this retake. But they lose all their ground past that initial kill, leaving just m0NESY in the hot seat.
Okay.
Oh my god, first two come in. 9-10 left in this, has to hit this shot. Out of ammo on m0NESY, pistol pulled and they'll clash. 4 HP the difference on that round.
Oh, that hurts so much for m0NESY. So close, but not to be. No kit, one more bullet. AK runs dry, and the Mongols do it. A very risky move to just charge that A bomb site, but read well that we wouldn't have another triple stack 3 rounds in a row for the Falcons. It had enough of it. 9-10 saves it. Falcons back to broke. Woo!
9-10 starting to feel a bit more comfortable now as well. Takes an early fight on that AWP.
Yeah, m0NESY's been having a rough game right now, right? Those early window peaks with Senzu finding him in the first couple of rounds. Losing that clutch when you feel like it doesn't come down to you. It comes down to the ammo in your gun. And now being picked again by the guy who just 1v1'd him. Difficult beginning to the game, and he wasn't really there on Dust2 either. Can someone from Falcons fill the void? Maybe not on this eco. Now they stack B. Mongols leave options open with Techno and Mizzino both lurking. And the more active for Mizzino, the better, because he's about to realize A site is underprotected. This will pull the bomb back. This wins the round. Full stack avoided. To be fair, it's a nice move from Mizzino when you consider how much aggression has happened in the Palace and the CT side. Kixon pushing in, him and TeSeS pushing in, the flanks, especially on these low economy rounds. When Mizzino sees nothing even on balcony, that's a big warning sign. That's a red flag. Mongols get the ick on B.
You know, we talk about m0NESY having a kind of strugglesome series. Feels like out of the two like bedrock stars on this team, him and NiKo. NiKo's someone who you're kind of anticipating maybe a bit of a dip in performance from, right? He's had to make some concessions in accommodating Kaisuke in this roster. But for m0NESY, you know, still has his same level of owner, still gets to decide his play. He's the one who you really want to have stepping up, especially in an era that's being dominated by these strong rifle and AWP duos. For me, the terrifying comparison is someone like a Shiro in Spirit, who prior to making the roster change and actually bringing his way into the squad, they at first tried to reinvent Shiro and his role in the team, giving him a lot more ownership over opening duels, having him be a lot more involved, and he's looking so much better for it. You know, you see a player like that kind of reinvent themselves and coming out of their shell. Then you look at m0NESY, someone who used to be able to just dominate these games where you never really question the mileage you could get out of him, but in this series, the impact just hasn't been there.
An AWP and a spawn. Maybe this could be the round. Might need to be here for m0NESY.
And he will have mid-fights. m0NESY with the spawn. Smoked at the top of middle to allow passage out. The Mongols don't make life easy for this AWP to get going.
They try to set him up though. I mean, Falcons have a lineup to break the top mid smoke through the window smoke, so the HE lands, but Mongols don't come out middle. They just throw this full volley and then reset to an execute on the A site. Again, this is underprotected. It should start to dawn on Falcons as you see m0NESY rotate CT to get in position.
It's another round where he's in the right place with the AWP, right? Set up a ticket. This is the good line for your AWPer.
Oh my.
He gets knocked out straight away. Not a shot fired from the m0NESY AWP. It's on these rifles that the Falcons' hopes now hinge upon. And the first man falls. It's Kixan offering up that tipping point kill, putting the Mongols in a 4-on-3 with that bomb down. Good follow-up nade damage, 9-10. A tag down range, Kaisuke is very wounded. And it's around the Falcons are reluctant to give up, but they're not really given a say in the matter here.
Rough. Surprise again, m0NESY just doesn't shoot on the flash. You know, sometimes you'll expect a flash to come through and they're a little bit delayed, so you're holding the shot. But man, the way the Mongols are shooting right now, you don't get to hold that shot. You got to take it immediately. He would have had a kill, but Mongols just dome him. They are switched on right now in playoff form. A contender for this event, no doubt, in the way they've played in these couple of games so far at Cologne. Last season and the ending of it should certainly raise those expectations, but it's nice to see they're proving it here and now in important matches. Have we got anything here for the Falcons? They field a buy around the saved guns. m0NESY gets another chance, puts it to use.
Good break on that smoke. Far more active stance in fighting for this mid control. The Falcons have kind of been looking to do that in these last few rounds, because the Mongols have started leaving this area dry. It's not fights Falcons have been able to find. Mazinho, even though he kind of stole himself away, prepared for a push there, didn't go into that corner fully believing it. And so TeSeS, another aggressive round through the apartments, holds promise.
Yoink.
Blitz with the steal. Pair of golden balls on Blitz as he's gone through and grabbed that bomb back. Will he be ready for kickstand? Surely not.
Who's ready for that?
And so looking to be a flawless round here. Just like on Dust2, Falcons trying to aim for that split half. They fell shy of that ambition on the previous map. But here it's still obtainable.
Oh, yeah. Every kill matters here for Senzu. But right now it's also survival. And Falcons, I don't think they should risk hunting this gun with their economy not established on this CT side. They only just break through after a 5-round streak from the Mongols.
Counter-terrorists win.
Take what you can get. Falcons back on the board. Nice opening kill for m0NESY. And the bomb drop for TeSeS. That split half, or the prospect of it, looming for the Falcons. As Mongols call their first time out of the map. Palace pop.
Okay.
With no flash.
Might not be ready for this exact call, but are in the right place to deal with it. Kicksan holding onto this smoke. This should be the swing position in this round. If he can multi-kill, I mean, he's got the most of them for the Falcons so far. Kicksan, the captain, proven to be a reliable piece for the Falcons. That double up immediately sends the Mongols packing. Just 2 players left, as in the blink of an eye, this plan of a cheeky hit out through Palace is torn to shreds.
Very bold move. Very bold indeed, considering there's no one supporting with util. a Palace smoke is all that sets Falcons up to win the round. There's no distraction on the A ramp. I feel like it's a waterfall for a reason. You get the entry and the dam is broken. The round will crumble, but Mongols just get dried up immediately. So Falcons, 2 clean rounds. So it seems. And the Mongols are playing for those guns in the next.
Nice to see Kixan thriving as well at the start of Mirage. You know, often the case that IGLs can afford to be a little quieter, slip down the scoreboard.
Oh, don't throw. Don't throw! 2v5!
It's not time.
You're right.
But still, bit of extra damage on the way out.
I got scared, Harry.
Yeah, I know, it's all good.
Got
Look, everyone's a little scared of Falcons throwing away those rounds since
Yeah,
the major.
true. Yeah.
It's fine.
It's happened before, yeah.
Your anxiety is understandable, Hugo, but it's all fine.
Didn't like that.
As I was saying, though, relieving to see Kixan stepping up. Not something you often say about IGLs, but ever since he joined this Falcons squad, the thing that makes Kixan an exciting captain to look at is that he doesn't necessarily play like one. There's an opening for 9-10, charging out mid behind this smoke. Not something that the Falcons have had to worry about yet, but Kaisuke is giving chase all the way out in the top middle. Oh, over the map, the kills come through for the Mongols. If you've blinked, you've missed it. It's only Monacy left standing. 1 versus 4, dead in the window. The Mongols once more win out this half. They are surging towards a playoff appearance. Can the Falcons stop them? TheMongolz trying to capitalize on a red-hot Mirage. Pull up into the lead here in this second half, moving over to the CT side. They sit Hugo just a couple of rounds away, guaranteeing a playoff spot here in Cologne.
Oh, that feels good. That feels very good for the Mongols after breaking their playoff woes at the end of last season in a major playoff run, no less. Now they look to get to the tippity top of Counter-Strike royalty here at Cologne.
Yeah, a squad that used to thrive in the groups but feared the stages, now long for more time on the biggest and best stages in Counter-Strike. They can go from the major finals in to a Cologne playoff berth. These are all promising signs. The Mongolia's squad. TeSeS double up in the pistol. Yosuke taking it further, and he's even got Kixan here to help him out. Techno arriving very, very late on the backstab. Trades off the dual Berettas in favor of a Glock he's found on his way through the spawn. On the line was Kixan. That was supposed to be a nice, easy kill. Instead, it's a dink done the other way. 2 dinks from Techno 4K. Hold on a second. He might have something here. Knows about Kaisuke in the site and seems so ready for NiKo over in Palace. If he can isolate this one, but he can't quite get his bearings. Kaisuke a little bit quicker, and pistol round picked up for the Falcons. Maybe there's still some hope here of a 3-map series after all.
Yeah, Mongols came in explosive to the pistol and to the T side, and Falcons do the same on the pistol. Quick AXEC. TeSeS and Kaisuke opening up strong. And maybe there's still rounds in this game.
Stay in the game, let's keep fighting until end.
T side with Galil's out mid and Mongols force themselves. Never a team to like to full eco. Always aggressive in their purchasing. Always putting their money where their mouth is.
Sometimes to their detriment.
Definitely.
When it works, it can feel really good for the Mongols, but going for these types of buys aren't without their risks. You delay your rifle round in favor of the promise of some deeks and armor. Seemingly like no specific kind of set play in mind for the Mongols. Instead, they just go into an A-side lean on this 4-spy round. Oof. Oh my god. Senzu on the spam.
This is getting weird.
Another man dead in the connector. Kaisuke's offered that one up. The Blitzed Eagle chimes in for a little bit more. And it's only TeSeS left. In a world of hurt, that bomb lost on short. The 4-spy win for the Mongols, teed up right here and ripe for the taking. TeSeS secures kill number 1, but that's just the beginning of this clutch attempt from Rene. Moving up towards short. Flash to try and displace, but there's a scout tag. Things are feeling awkward, and the pistols close in. Huge round from Senzu's Deeg.
And without risk, there is no reward, and so the Mongols 4-spy yet again prevails. 18 and 8 on Senzu, 3K off the Deagle, and it breaks Falcons' bank early in the game. The worst possible round to lose. And the worst time to lose it, with playoffs so close. Head in hands for Zonic. Look at what the Falcons have to show for it. Deagle armor themselves. NiKo needs this, and he's got it.
Finally, something for NiKo.
Had a tough series, and an even tougher map.
Yeah, Monacy certainly struggled across the whole series, but the kind of depths of NiKo's struggle here on Nuke, running far deeper. Nuke on Mirage, rather. This definitely isn't Nuke.
Safe bet. How do you maximize your chance of winning this round. It's grouping for Falcons into a one-man hold. Techno seems very committed here. That's a key smoke timing. They try and punish. He can hold this for a few more seconds at least. No reinforcements to be seen. Committed for Techno, living and dying on the result of this play. The round risk, and it's all going to fall apart. Falcons answer the call. Falcons find their force. 3 on 5. TheMongolz want to risk their guns. Whoa,
what?
Shows pacifism. It's not an option.
Look, you get a kill like that. Surely that's an invitation to give this a go. One more back from Mazinho. You're always getting enough to keep you interested. Never enough to feel great about this retake either. It will be a reluctant save from the Mongols. And so back and forth we go to open up this second half. It's both teams trading these 4-spy wins now. The double save a requirement here to make sure the Mongols can still go blow for blow with Falcons in the next.
Yeah, quiet game from NiKo, but hits that 1D. TeSeS, I won't call it a 1D, but does the same on B. And it goes a long way. It keeps Falcons in this game. Battling back and forth as 2 M4s are saved. Mongols get to try one more. That's wild. We've all been there.
I mean, a lot of the game for the Mongols right now is propped up by this stellar series that Senzu is giving us. TeSeS, come on. You got him.
Really nice.
They deal with the double lower take convincingly. Techno's been burned by this aggression once already, and well, the second time's not much better. He's having a game where he just feels like he's eating a magnet. Can't do anything right.
Wearing his chain to the MRI.
Pockets full of safety pins.
Wallet full of coins.
Ugh. Eating 20 quid in 5 pence piece before you go for the MRI. Just to feel something. Here we go.
What the hell?
Mazinho.
Not medical advice.
There's one. I don't know. Why do I have faith in Senzu's Dig in this one?
I mean, I get it, but also, no.
I want him to try it, man. He's
Senzu ain't walking
so
through that
good
door.
Today.
There are guns to save, Harry.
Presumably.
MP9. It's not even good.
Yeah, come on. He's realized that too. Am I really going to save an MP9? Oh, that's what he wants. Down there in lower.
Even game now. Falcons truly back into it. Felt like that second round force would have been spelling their demise, but they give it right back to the Mongols and put them on pistols.
Let's go. Thank you. Let's go, NiKo. I finally entered the game, maybe for round. Drop one.
It's good though, NiKo making a joke about it.
Better late than never.
Saw Kaisuke talking about how NiKo is the life and soul of the team. Always one to offer up a joke, and apparently whenever he speaks, everyone listens. Whenever he jokes, everyone laughs. And so hopefully The laissez-faire attitude from NiKo can rub off, and you can see Falcons build something up here. They do lose Kicksan to open up this round on a chance Deeg out of Blitz. His Deagles looked really good. Any more? The aforementioned Blitz Deagle.
Surely not. Blitz.
Oh, he got the
escape.
moves. Just going to elude capture on this apps push. And trying to bait Falcons into a stacked B site.
Will Falcons be fodder to the chance Deeg? Or can they eat their way through this B site? 4-man stack.
They are going right into it. Techno with the Zeus pulled. Ah! There's one! AK picked up for Techno. How much more mileage does he have? A reposition with the rifle, holding for a window drop. m0NESY and NiKo, the two struggling players for Falcons. What's supposed to be their hottest duo, their greatest strength,
Eagle.
have to pick up this round. It's just pistols.
I'm scared.
9-10, don't know how he's still in this, and finally will get put down. NiKo and m0NESY. It takes them until the second map of this series, but good for a round.
Dude, these anti-ecos are taking years off Zonic's life. I can just see it, dude. Terrifying Zeus kill. Great second molly that burns Techno on his reposition. Gives m0NESY the info to hard clear him here. Without that AK pickup felt like enough. Scary, scary situation, but one that Falcons still survive. A round lead as we enter the first gun round here for Mongols. m0NESY attempting on the jump shot, but Jumpy Techno survives. Very slow start for the Falcons, moving back to this A attack. 2-man split in middle. Pretty typical round here for the Falcons. Mongols have Mizinho in the sandwich. 9-10 AWPing Spawn and Blitz, trying to stop this mid-split. Fighting through the smoke, both players blind. Meanwhile, Palace pop.
Mizinho's been waiting for rounds for one of these A plays. Let's see what he's got for us. That's a big whiff for m0NESY. You feel like that should have been the punish. He's even able to get a dink off, and in comes Blitz out through the connector. Kicksan's backstab considered. Blitz not missing. And Senzu only now moving into the picture. It's a m0NESY clutch required. And this has been a game more about m0NESY's misses than the shots he's hit. Can he buck that trend now? He's going to have to.
Look at the flank.
Multi-million-dollar AWPer. Supposed to deliver in moments like this. First shot sails past, and there's that flank connecting. A tie game. 4 from the captain of the Mongols to make it happen. Blitz being very, very active in this game, always keeping the Falcons guessing. He's had a number of fantastic clutch rounds in this series already. This is a guy determined to get to playoffs today.
Yeah, made some excellent moves on Dust2, and I love the reset in this 2-on-1 as well, giving m0NESY time. Doesn't exactly favor him. He has nowhere to go but play the bomb site. And the paranoia ever present here as Mongols are catching right back up, evening out the score and burning Falcons' final tactical timeout here in round number 19. More to be played. And even then the money is far from perfect. You can't get an AWP with Kevlar here on m0NESY. He's got to make that call. He's going to go with the rifle. Feels like Falcons could try and abuse this B bomb site. Techno's been having trouble. He's 5-13. Maybe a weak point. But the AWP starts there as well. Another classic round opener here for the Mongols. Going to be boosting that AWP up. Or no, short instead. They want to fight middle. Meanwhile, Falcons go for an A-pop.
going to be going into the stack. Getting past Mazinho this time cleanly, but no other kills past that point. m0NESY! And the push from Kixan was supposed to tip the scales. It has, but not in the favor of Falcons. They lose that man. m0NESY and NiKo, another round that these two have got to cook, and that plant will get denied. Double digits achieved for the Mongols. Money running out for Falcons. They can't buy their way out of this. They are in the hole.
Absolutely. 2K per player. Going to have to give over 11 if you're making the right call in this position. And again, fight for another comeback late in the game from the Falcons. Is it too late today? Certainly seems like it could be. Orp in the right place. Just don't get one deeked.
I mean, you hope this series serving as a bit of a wake-up call for both NiKo and m0NESY, right? Like, you have had them both struggling in this entire series, and in spite of that, Falcons have still taken these games pretty darn close versus the Mongols. You wonder what it would feel like if you were getting, 50% more out of m0NESY or NiKo. It doesn't even have to be the both of them.
Both had real trouble.
There's one round in this game, and you have 13 kills on that duo combined.
Yeah, I think it's one thing back on Dust2. It felt like there were a lot of Bs and mid to Bs and like cat fakes, and they never really committed into m0NESY's AWP long. NiKo was never really... He didn't want to force anything CT side, but I mean, in this map, they've had way more opportunity, especially on this T side, losing important money rounds, playing pretty standard executes and A splits, and neither of them have really been able to win those rounds you would expect of them.
It's one of these weird games where, like, I think if you're Falcons and you come out of it, you go, damn, it's kind of cool that we kept it so close with two of our biggest stars, like, botting out the entire time, but... That's not what you want, and it only matters as well if they go on to recover in the rest of the tournament, because right now, this series starting to feel as good as done. It all hinges on this rifle round for the Falcons. This is the comeback. This is the chance to try and make this a 3-map series and keep competing for those playoffs. It all hinges on finding success right now.
God, the stakes aren't very high then, Harry. You've only got one chance. What can Falcons show? Or is it the end of the road and down to that lower bracket? Double Palace push. Mongols never lose their signature confidence. Coming back in with an aggressive round opener, a high risk, high reward move that sets Mazinho up for late in the game. It allows them to play more players on that B bomb site, to worry about middle more. NiKo in a lurk position on the ramp, on his own, 6 in 10. Still a very strong position to find value as Falcons spread their wings in middle. That break is a second too early to find Kixan crossing up catwalk. The boost for the young buck in window. He sees nothing. Mongols aren't giving them the kills. The flankers come in on A. NiKo still doesn't know. He is yet to make a move. They will need him to find this AWP when it announces itself on ticket.
Oh my god, that was a collateral down in connector. That is the worst possible start to this must-win rifle round.
These blocks NiKo.
A block from 9-10 removes the chance of a trade. The round starting to get very strung out here for Falcons. They've got one man over on short. They're starting to aggress and try and take some space away over here on A. 1v1 offered up, Kixan able to win it, and that has drawn, rotates away. The Falcons force the reaction they were hoping for, but as 9-10 moves back in, he leaves no stone unturned. Quick check on TeSeS at the spawn. Senzu now here to fight alongside him. They're putting a lot of pressure on, and the Falcons never really had time to get comfortable here. NiKo, the only guy who made it away, steals himself at ramp. Kixan low on health, and the connector is a dead man walking, and so it's NiKo or it's nothing. This is the playoffs on the line. This is where NiKo has to deliver, and it's just one in that clutch attempt. 9-10 brings it home. 12 on the board. 3 chances for the Mongols to secure playoffs here and now.
9-10 MVP, man. That CT position, we saw it against Vitality, does it against Falcons, puts up so much stoppage to that site take. And even when they mis-rotate, when they find kicks it on short and lose a player, Mizino, who's flanked Palace, says, guys, B's clear. It has to be A. 9-10 barely departs, reads that TeSeS could be deep, and puts on 3 kills to close the round. 3 chances, as you say. It feels like the Mongols are good for it. Falcons have not landed on this T side. Four rounds in a row for the Mongols. Falcons cannot find comfort. Smokes over A, but it's Con where the hit comes from, and if Mongols push ramp, they find the bomb. That's
Huge
it.
pickups, and that should be the beginning of the end. Trying to take it convincingly in this final round. They even swing on Senzu. The bomb is dropped. Falcons have to recover that, and in doing so, they've got to move through Mongols territory. That's just not happening. Kaisuke left as the last man, and at times he's felt like the only man, the one that could have made the difference but can't. The Mongols secure playoffs cleanly over the Falcons, finishing last season with a final in Austin at the Major. They start this one with a playoff berth in Cologne. The ambitions and the goals for this team morphing as the seasons